those responsible will be brought to justice.
Now, DNA testing has confirmed that the man who is driving the Hyundai i20 car involved in the blast near the Red Fort in New Delhi is indeed Umar Nabi. This after samples from his mother were matched with the remains that were recovered from the site. And although an official confirmation is awaited in the matter, a red Ford EcoSport registered in the name of Dr Umar was found parked outside of a house near Kandavali village in Faridabad on Wednesday. And this hours after the Delhi police had issued an alert and then shared details of the car with the Uttar Pradesh and the Haryana police, and also the Delhi registered vehicle was then recovered and examined by the National Security Guard bomb disposal team, accompanied by a sniffer dog. Now, the police has further said that the area within a 200-meter radius has been cordoned off. Over 10 nearby homes have also been evacuated as a precaution, and the search for the car began after investigations into the blast revealed that another car, in addition to the Hyundai i20, was involved in the blast. Now, the police believe that the EcoSport was used for reconnaissance before the actual blast that took place. Now, new CCTV footage captures the exact moment that the Hyundai i20 car exploded. Video shows the slow-moving car erupting into flames in rush hour traffic, damaging nearby vehicles and buildings. The sources have further said that the car blast on Monday evening, Umar had stayed at a mosque on the Asif Ali Road near the Ramleela Maidan. After leaving the mosque, the accused then went straight to the Sunehri Masjid parking lot. He parked his car in the parking lot at around 3:19 p.m. and then left 3 hours later, minutes before the blast. The Union Cabinet on Wednesday passed a resolution calling the blast to be an act of terror. Now, the resolution was passed shortly afterwards after a meeting chaired by the Indian Prime Minister, and also called the explosion a heinous terror incident perpetrated by anti-national forces. Now, the United States has offered to help India with the probe. The American Secretary of State Marco Rubio, commenting on India's resolution, has said that it is clearly a terror attack, lauding the country's professionalism in handling the investigation. Marco Rubio further said that the United States has offered to help, but that India is doing a good job and does not need its help. All right, now joining us on the broadcast, we have Dr. S.P. Vaid, the former DGP of Jammu and Kashmir. Dr. Vaid, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on WION. Now, this terror attack that has taken place effectively in the heart of Delhi has taken so many people by surprise. But are you surprised at the spread and also the logistics that has gone into executing something of this nature, where a lot of people are now even indicating, the investigative authorities are now indicating, that the explosion that happened in the vicinity of the iconic Red Fort may not have been the intended target? This may have been an explosion that happened perhaps in error or prematurely because there was something else that was perhaps being planned.
Good evening to you and good evening to your viewers. See, my understanding is, what I could make out, that this was a much bigger conspiracy for a huge terror attack in the country, not only Delhi, other parts of the country. And I think the 6th December happens to be the anniversary of Babri Masjid. So Pakistan is obsessed with the demolition of Babri Masjid, and it uses Babri Masjid demolition to radicalize the youth. And every year when this anniversary comes, something big is done, and Pakistan uses these kinds of visuals to radicalize Indian Muslim youth, that your masjids were broken. And also amplifying certain incidents, which normally, in any country of India's size, do happen with all the religious communities. But Pakistan is out there to uh, exploit the weaker points of fissures in our multicultural society, and uses that to radicalize Muslim youth. Many of them understand Pakistan's motives, and they don't fall
Right,
prey to Pakistan ISI's
right.
these traps. But then some of these people, like this particular module of doctors, got trapped, and they were used by the agency Jaish-e-Mohammed of Pakistan. And all this is the doing of, behind the scene is the ISI of Pakistan. And they have, of course, used our own people from Kashmir Valley. But I think the plan was for much bigger attack. What actually you saw 2 days back in
Right.
Delhi near the iconic Red Fort. Number one, I think Omar must have understood, Dr. Umar, that my other colleagues have been arrested, the recoveries have been made. I may be the next target. So before I fall in the hands of the security forces, let me do something big and uh, become a martyr. So that's what he was trying to do. He must have, whatever little time he had, I think 2 to 3 hours, he had parked his vehicle somewhere near the site,
Right.
near the masjid, and he was speaking reportedly to his handler across. That details will emerge as the investigation moves. But he must have gone for this attack because of the circumstances. Otherwise, the
I think
kind
that's
of
a
recovery.
crucial. I think that's a crucial point that you're making. That this blast may have happened because of the raids and raids that were happening. But Dr. Wade, something that has baffled so many people who are watching what is unfolded in Delhi is that 2,900 kilograms of this explosive stuff, ammonium nitrate, was brought in and stored so close to the Indian national capital. How can this even happen, sir?
Absolutely. In fact, I was coming to that point that the storage of roughly 2,900 or 3,000 kilo of ammonium nitrate, Oklahoma attack, about 2,000 kg of ammonium nitrate was used. Here, it was even 1.5 times bigger than that. Can you imagine the amount of devastation this kind of explosive would have brought to not only Delhi and other parts? I'm told the plan was for purchasing second-hand about 30 plus vehicles
Right.
and go for massive attacks. So, and as I said, the anniversary of Babri Masjid was approaching.
All
Maybe
right.
they were planning something big on the instructions of the
Right.
ISI and other external forces. But then, since the situation emerged and Dr. Umar went for this attack, in which we lost about, I think, a dozen of our
Right.
Indian citizens.
My final question to you, Dr. Wade, is this. It's now being suggested by the investigative agencies that it is the Jaish-e-Mohammed that has the hand behind what has transpired in this Delhi blast. But the people who've been picked up as suspects, the people who've been involved, picked up as part of this investigation, most of them happen to be very highly qualified doctors. Do you think this was something that was planned by the ISI to try and target and to radicalize members who happen to be so highly qualified, who are all doctors with double degrees? Why do you think doctors have been specifically targeted for radicalization by the ISI?
This is very perplexing. See, highly educated people like doctor getting radicalized is a challenge for this country, and I think we need to do a lot of work at our home to check this kind of radicalization. I think today the whole world is confronted with radicalization. You see what's happening in Europe, what's happening in America. But some of the countries have taken a lot of steps to check radicalization, like Czech, like Dutch, even France, Germany, and many other countries. They have Meloni's country, Italy. There's so many counter radicalization measures are being taken by these countries. I think it's high time that India also takes steps to check these radicalization. Otherwise, Pakistan, you have a neighborhood like Pakistan and Bangladesh around you. So
Right.
we need to be very, very proactive to see that our youth don't fall prey to these attempts by both online and offline by Pakistan agencies like ISI.
I think that's a crucial point that you're making. Thank you very much indeed, Dr. S.P. Ved, for joining us with that perspective there.
Thank you.